The starting lineup just dropped for Team USA's 2026 World Cup and 2028 Olympics preparation, and Angel Reese's name is nowhere to be found. While Caitlin Clark secures her spot as a starter alongside the nation's elite, Reese is left watching from the sidelines, throwing what sources describe as an absolute tantrum behind closed doors after she found out she's benched. This isn't just about basketball positions. This is the moment every Clark fan has been waiting for. The definitive proof that talent beats drama every single time. Let's break down how we got here and why Reese's jealousy just reached a boiling point. The basketball establishment thought they knew better. ESPN analysts lined up to explain why Caitlin Clark wasn't ready for Paris during the last Olympics. The old guard nodded along, insisting she needed more time to develop her professional game. Meanwhile, Clark's college records spoke for themselves. Most points in college basketball history, most three-pointers made, attendance records shattered wherever Iowa played. None of that mattered to the selection committee. Clark got the call that she wasn't making the 2024 Olympic roster. The basketball world erupted. Fans couldn't understand how the most electrifying player in women's basketball got left behind. Social media exploded with outrage. Sports talk shows debated the decision for weeks. Critics claimed she wasn't seasoned enough for international competition. They said her rookie WNBA season would be too much pressure without Olympic experience on top of it. Clark never fired back publicly. She didn't post angry tweets or give emotional interviews. Instead, she showed up to Fever practice every single day with something to prove. Her rookie season became a masterclass in professional basketball. She broke 62 different records during her first WNBA season. The scoring records, the assist records, the viewership records, the merchandise records. Every metric you could measure, Clark dominated it. Behind the scenes, USA basketball officials were watching closely. Sue Bird, the newly appointed managing director, was quietly observing. They documented Clark's court vision, her ability to create shots under pressure, her leadership during crucial moments. The evaluation process started the moment Clark stepped onto a WNBA court. Every pass, every steal, every clutch three-pointer got analyzed by international scouts. The Olympic snub became Clark's greatest motivation. She used that rejection as fuel for an incredible professional debut. Each game became an opportunity to prove the selection committee wrong. When she dropped 30 points against veteran defenses, the evaluators took notes. When she recorded triple-doubles against playoff teams, they paid attention. When she led the Fever to their first playoff appearance in years, they realized their mistake. Clark's performance metrics during 2024 caught international attention immediately. Her scoring average jumped week by week. Her assist numbers broke league records monthly. Her impact on team success became undeniable as the Fever transformed from league doormat to playoff contender. International scouts started comparing her numbers to established Olympic veterans. The data showed Clark wasn't just ready for international play, she was exceeding expectations at every level. Team USA evaluators watched Clark handle the pressure of being the most scrutinized rookie in WNBA history. They saw her respond to physical play without losing composure. They witnessed her elevate teammates like Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, and Aaliyah Boston to career-best performances. Most importantly, they observed her basketball IQ translating seamlessly from college to professional basketball. The concerns about her readiness vanished completely. The rejection that seemed devastating in the moment became the catalyst for Clark's rapid ascension. USA Basketball realized they had overlooked a generational talent. The same officials who questioned her readiness started planning her integration into the national team program. Sue Bird and the evaluation staff began mapping out Clark's path to the 2026 World Cup roster. The Olympic snub transformed from a controversial decision into the motivation that created a Team USA cornerstone. Now Clark finds herself in the starting lineup for the December camp at Duke University. She's not fighting for a roster spot anymore. She's not proving she belongs at the international level. The evaluators who once doubted her readiness now view her as essential to Team USA's future success. The same basketball establishment that left her off the Paris roster is building their 2026 World Cup plans around her talents. The Olympic rejection that devastated fans across the country ultimately positioned Clark exactly where she needed to be. Instead of riding the bench in Paris, she spent 2024 proving her dominance at the professional level. That snub forced her to earn her Team USA spot through undeniable performance rather than college reputation. The starting lineup announcement proves that real talent always finds its way to the top. While Clark dominated headlines with record-breaking performances, Angel Reese spent her time crafting responses to every single achievement. The jealousy started way back in college when Clark was setting college scoring records. Reese would post workout videos right after Clark's big games. She'd emphasize her own skills whenever Clark got national attention. The pattern was obvious from the start. When Clark received media coverage for her three-point shooting, Reese suddenly started talking about being underrated and posted clips of her shooting three-pointers as well. She positioned herself as the overlooked alternative to Clark's story. Every major Clark accomplishment triggered a calculated Reese response. The timing was never coincidental. The WNBA draft exposed the gap between them. Clark went first overall, while Reese dropped to seventh. The media coverage and endorsement opportunities that followed made the jealousy even more obvious. Reese started making subtle digs about recognition and respect. She couldn't handle watching Clark get everything she thought she deserved. Remember when Kennedy Carter blindsided Clark during that infamous game? Reese was on the bench clapping and cheering like she'd just won the championship. She celebrated someone else hurting Clark. That moment showed her true character. She wasn't just competing with Clark anymore. She was actively rooting against her success. The Time Athlete of the Year award really set Reese off. Clark got recognized as one of the most influential athletes in the world. Reese responded with passive-aggressive social media posts about being overlooked. She couldn't congratulate Clark directly. Instead, she made everything about herself and her perceived lack of recognition. Her claim about earning the same speaking fees as Clark was pure desperation. Nobody believed it for a second. Clark was selling out arenas and breaking television ratings records. Reese was struggling to generate genuine fan interest. The market numbers didn't lie, but Reese kept pushing this false narrative about equal value. The golf comments were comedy gold. Clark dominated LPGA headlines with her incredible showing at a professional tournament. She proved her athletic abilities extended far beyond basketball. Reese's response, "I can play golf too." She couldn't let Clark have anything without trying to insert herself into the conversation. Her biggest mistake was launching those Reebok shoes in Indianapolis. She thought she could upstage Clark on her home turf. The Fever's home city was supposed to embrace Reese's new signature line. Instead, the launch event was embarrassingly empty. Fans stayed loyal to Clark while ignoring Reese's promotional efforts. Every business announcement Reese made followed Clark's major deals. Clark signed with Gatorade. Then, Reese announced a cereal partnership. Clark got featured in major ad campaigns. Then, Reese posted about her endorsement work. The timing was always reactive, never original. When Clark signed her massive Nike deal, Reese announced her Reebok partnership days later. She tried to capitalize on the attention Clark was receiving. The contrast was stark, though. Clark's Nike signature shoe line happened because fans demanded her merchandise. Reese's endorsement deals felt manufactured and forced. The Forbes list naming Clark the most powerful female athlete really stung. Reese's response wasn't congratulations or acknowledgement. It was another attempt to diminish Clark's accomplishment. She emphasized team success over individual recognition. The subtext was always there. She couldn't handle Clark's achievements. Social media became Reese's weapon of choice. She'd post about being underappreciated right after Clark received major recognition. The pattern was so obvious that fans started predicting her responses. Every Clark victory meant another Reese victim post was coming. Her decision to launch promotional content during WNBA All-Star Weekend, when Clark couldn't play due to injury, showed her opportunistic nature. She tried to capitalize on Clark's absence. The market response proved that authentic popularity can't be manufactured through strategic timing. Team USA evaluators watched this entire drama unfold. They saw through the manufactured rivalry immediately. Clark focused on basketball while Reese focused on publicity stunts. The contrast couldn't have been clearer. When selection time came, they chose authentic talent over manufactured drama. Every jealous move Reese made actually highlighted Clark's superiority. Her desperate attempts to compete with Clark's achievements only made Clark look more impressive. The Team USA starting lineup announcement is the final proof that real talent always wins. December 12th to 14th at Duke University marks the moment Caitlin Clark officially becomes basketball royalty. Head coach Kara Lawson handpicked Clark as a starter for this elite training camp. The roster reads like a who's who of women's basketball. Clark earned her spot through pure performance, not politics or favoritism. Lawson knows talent when she sees it. She's building the foundation for both the 2026 World Cup and 2028 Olympics teams. This camp isn't about evaluating players anymore. It's about developing chemistry and establishing roles for the next 4 years of international competition. Clark's starting position signals exactly where USA basketball sees her fitting into their future plans. The coaching staff creates perfect alignment for Clark's development. Stephanie White serves dual roles as both Fever head coach and Team USA assistant. White knows Clark's strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else on the national team staff. She understands how to maximize Clark's court vision and three-point shooting in different offensive systems. White can bridge the gap between Clark's WNBA success and international basketball requirements. Aaliyah Boston's presence on the roster gives Clark immediate familiarity and comfort. Boston and Clark already developed championship-level chemistry during their time with the Fever. They know each other's tendencies on pick-and-roll plays. They understand how to create spacing for each other's strengths. Boston's inside presence complements Clark's perimeter skills perfectly. Having that established connection removes one major adjustment period from Clark's national team integration. The roster mixing shows USA basketball's commitment to Clark's generation of players. Veterans like Jackie Young and Kelsey Plum bring championship experience from Las Vegas. They've won WNBA titles and understand what it takes to perform under pressure. These players will mentor Clark while learning from her pace and court vision. The two-way mentorship creates a perfect development environment. Natalie McCarthy from the Golden State Valkyries brings fresh perspectives as an assistant coach. She's worked with different playing styles throughout her WNBA coaching career. Nate Tibbetts from the Phoenix Mercury adds another dimension to the staff. These coaches have seen how different offensive systems maximize player talents. They'll help integrate Clark's unique skills into various tactical approaches. Clark's basketball IQ translates seamlessly to international play. Her ability to read defenses and create shots for teammates works at any level. The December camp will focus on adapting her skills to FIBA rules and international spacing. The three-point line sits closer in international play. The lane is wider. These adjustments actually favor Clark's shooting range and passing angles. The training schedule emphasizes both individual skill development and team chemistry building. Clark will work on specific international basketball situations. She'll practice against different defensive schemes that European teams typically employ. The coaching staff will develop plays that maximize her strengths while addressing any tactical weaknesses. Team chemistry becomes crucial during this short but intensive camp. Clark needs to build trust with players she's never played with before. Veterans need to understand how Clark's pace affects their own games. The coaching staff will run scrimmages that simulate international competition pressure. These sessions create bonds that last through major tournaments. The December camp positions Clark as the face of USA basketball's future. She's not fighting for recognition anymore. She's not proving she belongs at this level. The coaching staff views her as essential to winning gold medals over the next 4 years. Her starting position reflects their confidence in her abilities and leadership potential. Angel Reese will watch from the bench while Clark prepares for international glory. The contrast couldn't be starker. Clark earned her spot through consistent excellence and professional growth. The December camp transforms her from Olympic snub victim into the cornerstone of Team USA's championship aspirations. Clark's journey from Olympic mistake to Team USA starter proves that authentic talent beats manufactured drama every single time. The basketball establishment that once doubted her readiness now builds their championship plans around her abilities. Real excellence can't be faked or forced through publicity stunts. The Indiana Fever organization just received a massive boost with their superstar leading the national team into 2026. Clark's Team USA role elevates the entire franchise's profile and attracts even more talent to Indianapolis. Her success creates opportunities for every teammate. Angel Reese can throw all the tantrums she wants. The starting lineup speaks for itself.